All right, second grade, we're getting ready to start our Aboriginal dot painting. Before we start doing any painting, we are going to begin with the subject of our artwork, which is going to be an Australian animal. Now, I just showed you the silhouettes of the Australian animals, and I want you to try to draw your own on your on a colored piece of paper. I picked purple, okay, and I went ahead and drew this right before you guys got here. This is a kangaroo. I need to fix a couple lines, and I'll show you how I did that. Now, your choices are, again, these colors. I'm picking this light color because it will show up really nice on our screen, and I'm turning it, this is hot dog ways, okay? The reason I'm doing mine that way is because I'm doing a kangaroo, and the kangaroo is longer. If you're doing a tall animal like the lizard, maybe you would turn your paper this way and put your lizard on here like this, okay? So you're picking out your square, and the reason we're using pencil is because if you make a mistake, I want you to be able to erase. So when I draw this, I'm not pressing super hard, okay? I'm just gonna kind of fix this line. I want it to look like my kangaroo is running. So I'm just changing the lines a little bit to make it look like he's mid-hop, okay? So this is the back of this paper. On the back of your background paper, don't forget to write your name and your class code. And now I'm gonna take my kangaroo and cut the kangaroo out. Right on the lines. Now, some of these animals are going to be hard to draw, and you don't need to try to make it look exactly like the way it does up on the screen. Yours is going to look a little bit different. If you look at the kangaroo on the screen, mine doesn't look exactly like that one, okay? I had to kind of simplify him a little bit. So draw an animal that's going to be challenging for you, but also one that you know you can draw. And the reason you're going to use pencil, again, is so that if you make a mistake, you can erase. I don't want you flipping your paper over to the other side. I'm just going to kind of cut this piece off because it makes it easier for me to turn the paper as I cut without having all that extra on here. So sometimes I just kind of cut around, and then now it's easier for me to cut the rest of my kangaroo out. Sorry, I keep moving him off the screen, don't I? Now raise your hand if you feel like drawing the animal is going to be really, really hard for you, and you might struggle, okay? I want you to try, but if you feel like this is too hard, I don't like the way any of my animals are turning out, I want to do something else. Another option I'm going to give you is to do just your hand print, okay? So if you want to do that, I want you to place your hand on your paper, whichever way your hand fits best. Now my hand doesn't fit best this way because then my fingertips, I want to fit my whole hand, so from the palm to the tip of my finger. So I'm going to do tall ways. And just holding my hand really still, I'm just going to trace. So maybe I already tried to draw an animal, and now I've erased the animal, and now I'm tracing my hand. Okay? I'm not moving my fingers as I do this. And here's the bottom of my hand. Okay? So I'm just going to round off the bottom, and I'm going to cut my hand out. Okay? So that is an option. Now remember, my kangaroo, we decided, since my kangaroo is a little bit longer than he is tall, we're going to do him this way. Now, if you look closely, this is the side that has pencil lines. See that? I don't want to see that. So I'm actually going to turn him over and make him go the other way. Okay? I don't want to see any of your pencil lines. Can you grab me one of the glues with a red lid at the blue table there? Okay, you're going to use the glue at your table. Now we haven't used this glue before, so let me kind of show you how it works. Okay, do not twist the glue. Remember how the last time we used glue, we were righty-tighty, lefty-loosey? This is really awesome because you don't have to untwist the glue or tighten it, okay? All you do is when you want to use the glue on the pencil side, see the pencil? I'm going to take the glue, press down and wiggle, and you get a dot, okay? I'm just going to go around the outside edge. We really don't want to do too much glue. It's kind of like less is more, okay? Just like when you put lotion on. Your mom probably says, less is more, or don't take too much. So I'm just going around the outside edges, and Mrs. Ritzer always says, just a dot, not a lot. Okay? And if you want to, you can, spread that out with the top of your glue, but you don't really need to. I don't need any glue in the middle, okay? I really don't. Now I'm going to flip them over, and I want to try to find the exact middle. So the same amount of space at the top, the bottom, and both sides. And I want him to look like he's in the middle of running. So make sure he's at the right angle as well. So I have about this much space at the bottom and about the same at the top. Pretty good balance. That's what we call that, is balance. So he looks like he's balanced right in the middle of the paper. Okay? So really, that's all we're going to do today. Is draw your animal, cut him out, glue dots with your red glue around the outside edge, and then we are going to put this on the drying rack.